you like a helmet just like this, go over to greengrind.com and shop some of your favorite mini and life-size replica helmets. They have, you can add, of course, the visor, the chin strap, different helmet types as well. On the website, they have NCAA teams, they have all the NFL teams. You can go in there and shop some of your favorite sports football teams and get a helmet replica just like this. So go over there, use my promo code PITSYN at checkout as well, PITSYN, and get yourself a discount at checkout. So go over there and shop now. For my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. This is the last one of the depth chart grades. This is the D lineman. As you guys know, the Steelers play 3-4 defense, so most of the defensive tackles and stuff like that, instead of having them on the end, they call it the defensive end, but they don't play on the end, the edge rush. Edge rushers do that instead, like having linebackers rush in for them on 3-4 defense instead of 4-3 defense, where you have the defensive ends rushing on the edge for you as well. So kind of like the 49ers, they play 4-3 defense. They have Bosa and them on the edge rushing in like that, instead of having like what we have a TJ Watt, who's a left linebacker on the edge. You know, the defenses, they're all still similar, like though. Defensive end, like edge rushing linebacker, kind of similar a little bit. It depends on the scheme and style you're running. But the Steelers have, of course, Derek Harmon out there. You have, of course, Campbell Bennett, Cam Hayward, your three-starter individuals right there. Campbell Bennett being your nose tackle. They might switch that around, maybe make Derek Harmon your nose tackle, depending on what you do. Like, cause a lot of these guys are very versatile, so you can switch them in different spots. But one thing I like about, of course, Campbell Bennett, every year, him and Nick Herbig, I remember mentioning that last time, they came in the same class together. They get better every season. They make a big time play every season. Campbell Bennett did a good job last year playing, filling that role, getting sacks, going up there and playing the run well, and just playing some good football up front. So having him and seeing him develop is very good. It's always cool when you see your team draft a player and you see like they develop right. You know, sometimes, of course, it's bad when you see the opposite happen. Like you see a guy get drafted and he never developed. Like, dang. Like, I have potential for him, I hope for him, it didn't work out. But seeing like Campbell Bennett get better and better every season, I think he's entering year 3 now as well. So it's gonna be cool to see how he kind of like get even better like that too as well. So I'm very excited to see how he's gonna look up front, especially playing with Derek Harmon now, who's there too. Derek Harmon gonna be a good player. I think up front is still looking for a guy who can play the run at a high level, but also still bring pressure in from those A gaps, those B gaps up front, and still make things happen. So it's gonna be very dangerous for opposing teams having that guy. And also Cam Hayward, of course, we know the future Hall of Famer he is, big time player up front who can do the run and the pass as well. And just go out there and create a spark. We need a spark every single time. They ranked the Steelers D line, the whole D line. They was kind of the edge rushers, linebackers as well. They ranked our whole front seven basically. They ranked it number 1 in the league on PFF. It's surprising. PFF usually don't rank us that high, but they ranked us number 1 in the league. So that's very cool to see. So the Steelers got some guys, they got some weapons because of the depth they have too as well. Because I see a lot of milk. Is another piece you have. Yaha Black, who you drafted, of course, from Iowa. Big body up front, who's very good at specializing in stopping the run. You got him. You got Daniel Koule. You got him as well. DeMarvin Leal, who a person I was very high upon at one point. But the Steelers, the same thing they did, like I mentioned in the last video. They overdo it with the versatility. Like DeMarvin Leal can play on the edge as well because his size a little bit. So he's a little smaller defensive lineman, so he can play on the edge a little bit. And they overdid it. They had him playing there like too much instead of utilizing the way he was utilized that. Because when he was playing up front, we've seen a lot of pass deflection. We've seen him make some plays here and there. I feel like they kind of like messed him up a little bit. But he's still a depth piece they have on the roster. Same as Logan Lee as well, of course. Dean Lowry, of course, as well. So they have some pieces on there. Dominique Davis and stuff. They have some guys who can go up there, make things happen and stuff. So it'll be very cool to see how things shape out. And it makes your job easier when you have TJ Watt on one side, hopefully. And you have Alex Highsmith on the other side as well. It makes your job very easy too. So we're gonna see how things look. But overall, the D-line look pretty good. I like Campbell Bennett. I like Cameron Hayward. I love Derek Harmon. The Steelers went out there and finally addressed it and finally got a guy up front who can play up there and be a potential franchise piece for the defense up front for a long time. So we'll see how things shape out. I can't wait to preseason, because preseason we'll kind of see more of the guys, the opportunity to play the young guys, get them playing and stuff. And then our first game is the Jets. That should be very interesting. The offensive side of things and defensive side of things. Like me, the defense, I'm not worried about the defense too much. I know the defense is built like a Super Bowl caliber defense. The offense can go out there and manage things correctly and win in the trenches and run the football effectively, while our defense is going to do what it do with Derek Harmon, Campbell Bennett, all these different guys, DeMarvin Leal, and everybody they're using out there. Go out there and make big time plays. They're going to be nice to see like that. Us finally controlling games and stuff. So overall, I give our D-line, I'll give them probably I'm gonna give them A-, because I think you got a lot of weapons. You got a lot of guys up front, like I mentioned, Cam Hayward, former all pro, multiple time all pro, a Pro Bowl level type guy, future Hall of Famer who's still playing at a high level. And you got, of course, Derek Harmon. You have him as well. And then also you have Kellen Bennett, another piece as well. Yaha Black, another piece as well. So you got guys up there. That's just the first 4 guys. And you still have other pieces around them like that behind them who could go up there and still capable enough of being starters on some people's teams and being solid rotational pieces. So it's going to be very nice to see the Steelers D-line up front and how they go out there and work in the trenches. So this is all I have for this video. This is the last one of the grading. By the time you see this video, it'll probably be the end of next week probably. So we're getting ready for training camp probably the week after. And then we get going for preseason and then get going for the regular season. And then, hey, we back to football. So I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace out.